everybody. I'm Eleanor Grace, and I'm here in London in the UK. And how are you today? How are you? Well, I'm going to look at some spirit messages, clairvoyance, mediumship, and psychic, past, present, and future. Now, to do that, I have with me today a candle. And this is a candle which I use to connect through to all of those loved ones who've passed over into spirit. And of course, we're wishing for our loved ones to come through at any time. That's what we're looking for. And hopefully, we can invite those spirits that have passed over to come and join me in my room. And that's what I do with mediumship. And I look to see who has welcomed and has sort of invited themselves to join me. They can see my light, they can see the candle light, and that's what I use to connect through. Now, apart from the candle, we also have some cards, and these are tarot cards. I use these all the time, and these are my teaching cards. Look, you can see how big they are. So I'm going to be using those as well. And these are the Rider-Waite Tarot, so that gives us a nice picture of everything that's happening in the timescales that we want it to happen. Now, as well as the tarot, well, we can't forget the crystal ball, can we? And this one is my quartz crystal, which is done in amethyst. It's a rock crystal, one of the most expensive types of crystal, don't you know? You have these very, very particular types of crystal that we use for crystal scrying and for healing as well. It's uplifting. It brings in all of the elements that we need to have to enhance your reading. Maybe we can see some images in there. Maybe we can look for an initial, perhaps a name of somebody that means so much to you or is very special as well in your life. What's going to happen next? Do we have a wedding? Is there an engagement? Is there a special celebration? What's happening in your career? Are you going to move? Moving house? Well, it's one of those aspirational things. And are you going to be lucky? Lucky with lots and lots of opportunities that you can be successful with. Perhaps you can show your skills, show your particular talents, who you are. So we've got Kathy in Wyoming, who's coming up next onto the show. Welcome, Kathy. Hello, you're through to Eleanor Grace. How are you today?
Great. How are you?
Yes, really good. I was just saying to our producer that it's very hot here in England. It's a really exceptional moment because we don't get many hot days. So 27 degrees here today. We're all boiling. We're all complaining about the weather, like as British always do. But apart from that, I'm very well. So let's have a look now at you. And let's see what's happening around you in your life. So firstly, I'm going to have a look here at the cards. Here's a few cards. I'm just going to select one. We like to just, go along and choose. Let's have a look at this one. Well, we've got this card here for you. This is an opportunity that's coming towards you, and you're being given either an apology or a real sense of, oh, look, what's happening here? I've got an offer, I've got a chance, I'm going to take it. And it's coming from a place that you wouldn't expect it. So I think this is unknown to you. And now you have the chance to say, yes, okay, I'm going to go for that. So I feel that this is very, very much a time that you should look for that opportunity in your career, perhaps enhancing your skills, training a bit more, or looking at doing that just for yourself. But making a better you is what this is all about. Now, as well as this sort of sense of dimension and you really going for it here, you've also got an apology. Now, this is an olive branch. It's a little teeny weeny one. I'm not seeing a massive demonstration of affection or emotion here, but I am seeing a very subtle way of you accepting that maybe somebody close to you, a man close to you, has gone awry, stepped out of line, done something to upset you, disappointed you, really. It's not a betrayal, but it is something that you need to accept with good grace now. So open your heart. Don't be moody and think to yourself, okay, maybe I can forgive this, I can forgive that. Let's just get a clean start. Do you recognize that with yourself?
Yes, I have two different classes that I have coming up for myself that I took the opportunity to put in for some time off at my
Right.
job,
Okay.
which I didn't think I would be able to get it
Great.
because we're so
Great.
short staffed.
Well,
And
I know it's a problem, but you deserve it, don't you? Otherwise, it wouldn't have been granted for you. So it's very
uh,
special, I feel. And what about this little tinsy wincy apology, this olive branch that is coming to you? Do you recognize that? Do you feel that you deserve that yourself?
um, my husband and I have recently divorced, but he's been trying in different ways to apologize to me.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
and,
okay.
and try to explain himself a little bit about the things he's done.
Have you shut him off?
Yeah.
Have you just, yeah, zip, it's just, no, not speaking to you. No, no, no.
Nope, I
Well,
haven't done
this,
that. We still talk.
oh, good, because this, I think, is another level that you're going to now, where you can just accept whatever it is that he says. I don't think you're going to believe him. I have to say that. I don't see that around you. I see you wanting to know the truth, perhaps, and that's something that you won't find. I don't feel that you'll find. None of us do really, because people make decisions based on what it is that they really want for themselves, and it's unlikely that he's going to try and help you through that. But I think that this is a good time. You're in a good space now, but I do have someone in spirit who's with you as well. I've got the initial of A that is around you, and that's sort of written on a beach here. So I think that you are going to a beach because I can see you in the sand and writing in the sand. It could be symbolic here for you, but I do feel that it's really relevant that you acknowledge that you have some spiritual dimensions of your own, that you can communicate on a mediumship level yourself, which is why I'm bringing the candle in for you. And your subconscious levels are really high. So your own psychic senses are developed very well. Would you agree with that? I mean, have you practiced? Do you
I
really feel that intuition is there?
I try to use it as a tool in like my job by listening
Yeah,
very carefully for people who can't express themselves in certain ways, and
yeah.
I've connected with those people really well. Um,
Oh, that's
but I think I
wonderful.
need to do more of it, like practice more of it, is what I'm
Okay.
thinking.
Well, we all do really, but it's there naturally with you. And I'm seeing this male is quite a big guy who is in spirit, and he's sort of sweeping the pathway. I just want to go like this, sweeping away the debris, making sure that the next steps that you take, and these are symbolic steps, are on solid ground, and that you are moving forward with purpose. Do you have a son? I've got males in on the
Yes,
airplane here. There's two. Do you have two sons?
two boys. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I've got them very much by you, like you, similar, very similar, even though you're their mum, it doesn't necessarily follow. You can get opposites as well with kids. But I feel that these two boys are solid. They will always be as well. It's like you have had a karmic reunion in this lifetime, that they've known you, you've known them sort of many, many lives ago, if that's something that you may believe in, but it's a karmic relationship. So whatever you do, they will be there to balance out good, the bad, the ugly. They will be there to pick up everything if you were to fall, symbolically speaking. But you're also there for them. And you're going to do everything that you can in your power to make absolutely sure that they succeed. And that's your gift, really, in your lifetime to your boys. I do have another soul in spirit. So you may have not realized this, but there is a soul that's attached to you. So this could be um, well, very often is a soul that wanted to reincarnate, wanted to incarnate with you, but couldn't. So perhaps you had a miscarriage or lost child. You may not even have known, but this is a soul that is keeping you safe and really putting a sort of wall around you. It's like wrapping you in a blanket almost. And that's a blanket of
Wonderful.
upliftment and stopping you from falling. And if you were to, then you wouldn't hit the concrete, you'd hit the grass. It would be soft,
Yeah.
soft landing in your life. And I think that you feel this as well. I think this is something that you've known, but not really known, if I can describe it that way, that you have felt that there's been occasions in your life which have been a little uncanny, a little bit sort of, well, spooky, or, oh, why did that
Yeah.
happen? That's coincidence, and perhaps more so than most. And this is where it comes from. So angels really are close. They're close by. And this is why you feel very confident at the moment to take this next step, why you can really be quite forgiving in this divorce and this breakup of your marriage, and also to help your sons too. So it's a very special time. Now, the soul in spirit, I'm just putting the candle down there. I'm just going to take my amethyst crystal, because the soul in spirit that I have is another man. So we've got lots of males around you. It's all men at the moment. And he is passing this initial of A down to you. And I feel that this is the beginning of a name. It might be Andy, Andrew, a name that you have to watch out for. Here's somebody who is really quite special. And I'm seeing here in your amethyst crystal that healing is with you now. It's all around you, and you won't be feeling in a spot or too difficult for too long. This is something that will pass. You're not going to be unhappy or in a negative state of mind at all. I think the future looks very bright. I'm seeing here in the crystal, and I'll bring it right in to the shot there, that you have got lots of new opportunities, and I can see these really rolling around and giving you a lot of hope. So with your career, you will take this chance now to maybe have a break, really think about everything for yourself, concentrate now a lot onto your own energies. They are all that you need them to be. You don't need to have anything at all that is more auspicious. So very important now that you have this sense of upliftment. Mm. So when you take this break from work and when you have some time for yourself, this is what you're going to do. You're going to be reflecting here on to that little pile of cash that you've got, the money that you've reserved, saved for yourself. It's here in your card. You will be looking at that, but you'll also look back and you'll look at the things that you perhaps have lost. Don't do that, though. Don't look back too much, because if you look back, that's when everything becomes a bit negative. So you're being given here cards that help you to generate your way forward and help you to this space. And this is lovely. This is about a new union, a new love, a romantic interlude that you will not miss. No way will you miss this. And this is a new development in your heart, in your love life, in your future. And this is where you will be. So the promise of a new love and a new partner, very prominent here for you. And your boys, the two boys, will be really, really pleased. They want you to be happy because you've done a lot for them. Now, your mum here, I want to go to this lovely, lovely woman, this lovely lady. I can sense her soul, her spirit, her energy. But she's still here, isn't she? She's still with you on the earth plane.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
She's going to, I think, be quite sad about a friend of hers that has passed recently or will be about to go into spirit, because there's a downward trend here for her. But you'll be by her side and you'll be bringing up some of that mediumship element and healing element that I've talked to you about. So listen closely, listen carefully to those whispers of the angels that are coming around in spirit for you. And that's where you will be able to give the most help, the most upliftment here to your mum. But what a gorgeous spirit she is. What a gorgeous soul she is. She loves you to bits, but I feel that she's far away. Is that true? Is she too far for you
yes,
to reach at the moment? Yeah. Well,
yeah.
you're coming closer together, and I can see that arrangement being made and the connections being strong as well for you. And those connections are really important now. So this initial of A, who is that? Do you know who that is at the moment?
My grandpa's middle name is Aaron,
Ah,
and his first
okay.
name is Guy. And then my dad, that I didn't get to meet in life, is last name is Arnold. That's a huge A in
Okay.
my life.
So they're the A's, and your dad, is he in spirit now?
Really?
Yeah, yeah. I feel that it's his energy that is around you. You know, Arnie, Andy. I feel that, yeah, okay, I'm going to give myself that one. It's near enough because he's a long way away and is very distant. But I've invited him into my room. This is where we can share that sense of spirit as well. And he just wants to be with you, okay? Remembering himself to you. There's a bloodline there. And whenever you need perhaps to have a bit of faith, or put some trust and gusto into your life, just call his name, because he will send a lot of force and power and whatever he can do to help you. So you have some guiding lights here in spirit, and do try really hard.
His middle name is Andy.
Ah, that's who I said, wasn't it? I said Andy, and I thought, no, okay, all
Yeah.
right. If it's Arnie, then I'm going to give myself that one because that's what I
Eddie
heard. So
Andy Arnold is his name.
right, okay. Well, Andy Arnold, hello, welcome to the show, and I'm so glad that you were able to join us in spirit, and that's a real demonstration of how we can connect as mediums and bring souls together, even though they're not in the same lifetime, not at the moment. So I'm going to wish you well, and thank you for joining us here on Moonstruck TV, A1R Radio, Psychic Radio. It's the best on the earth, you know. So thank you very much, and best of luck. Wish you all the luck in the world, especially with those breaks in your career, your two sons, your mum, and also Dad, Andy Arnold, Eddie, all those names together in spirit. But I feel that you've got a great journey that you're taking. So I'm going to go straight now to my next caller, who's Marie. Hello, Marie. Hi. I'll just give you a quick wave there. Oh, Maria. It's Maria. Hello there, Maria.
Hi.
Hello, you're with me. I'm Eleanor Grace, and I'm speaking to
Oh,
you
hi.
from London in the UK. Okay, it's really hot here. I've been telling everybody it's quite amazing. We don't get hot weather in the UK. We usually get rain. But anyway, I'm going to take some cards for you straight away and see where we're going to here. Maria. Yes. Have you fallen down recently? I just feel as though your life has plummeted. It's gone from there and it's gone bang. And I just want to pick you up and say, don't worry, it's all going to be fine. Now, you've got this card here. What have we got? Queen of Pentacles. So all of those worries and concerns about money and what you've got in the bank, what you've got in the pocket, what is around for you, that's all going to improve because you are drawing here the Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Queen of Pentacles will give you a boost in your finances, a boost in your wealth generally. And this is hard cash. This is, everything going up. This is earned income and your general well-being as far as your finances are concerned. But you are also going to be very careful. And you're clever here with money. And that's what I'm seeing. You're able to distribute your savings, your reserves, your income, and everybody else's as well in a very fair way. But you must make sure that you put yourself at the top of the list because you don't, Maria, do you? You sort of try and get everybody else satisfied first, and then often you're the last one on the list. So I think that this is telling you now it's time to change. Just make a few changes, change some of your habits, and then everything is going to grow. Now, you've also got the Empress here. The Empress card is about movement. But for you in particular, I am seeing this as a time of change. It's like new growth, new beginnings, and you taking the time and the opportunity as well to perhaps just expand your life. Often it will bring in thoughts and plans regarding moving, house move, putting your feet down on new fertile ground, moving to a place or an environment where you can be very successful. And this is on the cards for you, even if you weren't expecting it. But if you think about the other card that you've drawn here, so you're a queen and an empress, Maria, both at the same time, these are indicators as well for you to grab a hold of and say, all right, this is the time that I've got to have faith in myself. I need to be really strong in my mind and I need to be persistent because I can grab a hold of new money. I can place myself in new circumstances and I can make that move that I want to. The environment around you is changing. So your home environment will be different. Either you're going to literally move house or you will refurbish or redo or redecorate or put in some little luxuries, some new furniture. And I think you've got such marvelous taste, actually. So you're great at design and creativity. Do you like that? Do you? Is this something that you really like to do here, Maria?
Yeah.
Is that for you? Is it that your bag where this is something that is quite personal to you? So I'm going to ask you now then, because we will be taking the crystal ball in a moment, but I want to ask you, is this something that you're planning? Because it's a big, new, fertile ground. Can be symbolic, and this is what I'm connecting to for you. And it's important that you realize that you have this gift in your hands now to make your life very different and to make it very special. This plummet that I had, where you were going along perfectly all right, and then suddenly there was this big crash and that you felt as though there's nothing you could do about it, but you just sort of dropped to the floor. Do you understand that? Do you understand that that's happened fairly recently? I also want to go back
But
to
yeah.
November of last year. Was that a sort of important time for you? Were you feeling very low and having this difficulty in really trying to reassess where you could go from here? Is that correct for you?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
I was just wondering, do I have any
sure.
spirits around me?
Yes, you do. I've got here the candle, and I'm bringing spirit into the room. There's three ladies that have come in straight away here, Maria. I feel
Okay.
that they're close to you anyway. They're family members that are around you. they want to blow you some good wishes. There's one woman in particular, one lady here in particular, sort of big face and lots of strain on her face. She had a lot of stress and anxiety. She felt as though she sort of was older before her time. You know, she sort of aged quite quickly before she passed. So a hard life, I think, that she had. And
Yeah,
she
she did.
Okay, was this your mum, was it, or an auntie? Because,
Yeah,
yeah. Um, are they both there? Your mother and her sister?
yeah,
Is there?
they're
Yeah,
both
yeah,
together.
yeah. I
Yeah.
know. I can see them. They link arms with each other. I like that. They do.
Oh,
They link
oh,
arms,
that's beautiful.
and they're throwing down some petals now. So there must be
Oh,
oh, a christening or a baby. Oh, look, they've blown out. They've blown out the candle. Oh, that's for you. Oh my goodness, that doesn't happen. That really doesn't happen. So your mom and your auntie have just they've blown you a wish. Let me just get the crystal
oh,
quickly, quickly. They've blown you a wish. Um, is there a baby due? Not yours, around your family. Is there a baby due? Do you know? Is there an
not that I
announcement of a
know of.
baby? Oh, well, you watch for that. Please, please do. Because I have
Okay.
a baby coming into your life and you will be there. You will be at the christening. You will be there. The water is on the
Oh,
baby's head.
wow.
And the petals are being dropped down here for you. So you're walking on air
Oh,
and
wow.
your mum is really allowing you to be uplifted. So, Maria,
Oh,
lots of love,
that's
lots of love
beautiful.
from your mum and from
Oh,
your auntie. Oh, it's so
thank you
lovely.
so much.
As my
That's so
pleasure.
beautiful.
And thank you for coming in on the show. And do join us again and call in again, and we can try and reconnect. So thank you there to Maria. And that was a lovely demonstration. That wish there from Spirit blowing out the candle, almost as if by magic, don't you think? So I've been Eleanor Grace, and I will see you again, same time next week. Bye from UK.